brand new street and brand new me. Side by friends I need. Don't you tell.
Hey y'all, today we are going to do a pimento cheese hash brown casserole. So it's going to be real similar to your traditional hash brown casserole. This one you're going to use pimento cheese with jalapenos in it. But you do not have to do that. You can get the plain if you'd prefer. First, preheat your oven. In a large mixing bowl, combine your frozen shredded hash brown potatoes and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. I've already done that. Next, put in your pimento cheese, the smallest container.
I wish I could wipe my own memory out. I wish I could do something that will make sense. I wish I would know what you're thinking of.
8 ounces of sour cream. We normally get the 16-ounce container, so I know to use about half. And then you're going to need a half a cup of chicken broth. You're going to also need 3 or 4 chopped green onions.
Into something real. Don't you give me that look, take a bow, already know. Now you gotta go. Hey, now that our names are written in stone, let's be honest, sounds like home.
Now, you need some salt and pepper. Lots of pepper.
Wipe my own memory out. I wish I could dream.
Now, you can just put this in the oven. Once you put it in your baking dish, you can put that in the oven just the way it is. Or you can add some cheddar to the top, and I'm going to add some cheddar to the top.
Wipe my own memory out. I wish I could do something that will make sense. I wish I would know what you're thinking about. I wish I could wipe my own memory out.
We're going to put about a half a cup of shredded cheddar on top. This is sharp cheddar, but I'm sure you can use whatever you prefer. Put this in the oven, 350 degrees for about 30-35 minutes. Keep a watch on it because of the cheese. You don't want it to brown. Take it out when it is bubbly and the cheese is melted. I'll see you back here in a few. Okay, y'all, so we're done for the day. This was really easy and quick. I stirred it up real good before serving. I paired it with some fried chicken and corn on the cob. It's real easy, real simple, quick to throw together. Okay, y'all, today we're gonna do a green chili enchilada casserole. So you need to preheat your oven to 350, and you need to get a large mixing bowl out and go ahead and combine your ingredients. First, it will be a chopped onion, some melted butter, some broth, both of your cream soups,
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel.
2 cans of green chilies,
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand. Reaching for the grand.
you're gonna need to add your chopped chicken breast at this point.
We lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh.
You will need a 9x13. Probably would be wise for you to spray it with a little bit of oil. So I have 12 corn tortillas cut into triangles. They're cut into fourths. Those are set aside. In your casserole dish, you will need to layer tortillas, chicken filling, and cheese, with cheese ending up being on the top. I decided instead of using the shredded Monterey Jack Colby cheese. I'm just going to use some sliced pepper jack. I have it in the fridge. It's just wasted away, so why not use it? And it would work perfect because it's, you know, a Mexican dish. So I'm just gonna kind of put these in here any old way.
Beyond gravel, beyond dreamy, breezy we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel.
Kind of spread that out a little bit. Put down our cheese. You're supposed to use a pound of cheese. So I'm just, like I said, using some sliced pepper jack. I don't have to grate anything or chop anything.
Moon is watching shallow dreams. Night is rocking her to sleep. Wind whispers
So this is only enough to do about 2 layers.
hidden secrets are hard to keep. Sunset in golden fields. Goddess
And lastly, put our cheese on.
lost the battle and her dream. Hidden secrets are hard to keep. She's still waiting, holding on through the night. She's still waiting, wishing time could make it.
So everything's done. It's ready to go in the oven, 350 for about a half hour or until bubbly, and you need to let it sit 5 or 10 minutes before you serve. I'll show you this as soon as it comes out. Okay, y'all, so I let it rest and it's now out of the oven. I dished it out. It dished out pretty easily. So it seems like it's gonna be perfect for tonight. Anybody that likes Mexican food is gonna love it. Real easy and simple. Hey, y'all. Today we're gonna do a tater tot casserole. This one's a little bit different. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, and I will give you some of the measurements, you know, if I mention them, but as always, the recipe's down below. So let's get started. I've already cooked a pound of ground beef and drained it and put it in this big mixing bowl. You need to go ahead and add your spices, which is going to be pepper, salt. Instead of getting my kosher out, I just put some regular salt in there. Onion powder. And I'm being generous with this because I want it to be full of flavor. Garlic powder. Now the next thing that you're going to add is a can of vegetables. Drained. It could be any. I'm doing green beans, but it can be anything. The next thing we're going to add is a can of cream and chicken soup. It can also be any cream soup. And you can preheat your oven to 350 beforehand, so you might need to go ahead and get that done. You need to add 4 ounces of Velveeta. The next thing you're going to add is a half a cup of sour cream. Figured I was pretty close. And add about half a can of water to that as well. And Very last ingredient. 1, 2, 3. Ranch seasoning. And the packet is about, I want to say it's about an ounce. So it's not an oversized packet, it's just regular standard size. Whichever one you can find here. We only have one size. So that's a lot of times why I won't mention it. A lot of people have asked. The regular standard size packet, and it can be generic. It does not have to be name brand. 9 by 13 pan. We're going to put all this in there. So now we are going to put our tater tots on top. So now you're going to sprinkle your tater tots on top. Okay, so 350 degrees, 20-25 minutes. Then the last 5 minutes we need to roll the top. I should come back to you about that time, and then I'll show you what else we can do with this besides just serve it this way. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. I've let it sit out just for a little while. What you can do, and what I did do on this, was I did cut on the broiler for just a little while to kind of toast the tater tots on top. But you can also take it out, sprinkle some chopped green onion and some cheddar, and pop it back in there for a few minutes and let that melt to give it just a little bit of a different flavor than a typical tater tot casserole. But we decided to go plain tonight, so we didn't do it this time, but maybe next time. But real easy, real simple, really good go-to, and really cheap. Alright, make sure you like and subscribe. See you next time.